Alright, well here's a big ass update for everything that's been done to this truck thus far. The most recent are the rims. I got a really good deal on Craigslist for these things, and these are indeed genuine GM rims. They're off of the 2016 Denali's, so I think they look really sharp. I'm really happy. Can't really see because of the shadowing of there, but the caliper is easily viewable through these rims, and I'd really like to get that painted silver. We're going to be getting drilled and slotted at rotors later this week for this thing, so that'll augment that perfectly. If you look back here, you've got the drum brakes. We're going to get that converted to rear disc brakes as well. So we'll have to get the conversion done at a shop in town here that I really enjoy going to. So that'll be later on down the line. As for things that we have had completed, replaced the headlight lenses, as well as all the bulbs are now LED. The cops don't seem to care about the brightness of the headlights or the fact that I don't have orange bulbs in there currently. So even with pulling a trailer out at night and passing cops on the highway, they haven't taken notice of the headlights, even though that they're angled slightly upward. They are bright, but I would imagine that would indicate that it's within the legal limit. Even in residential areas, they don't seem to take notice of it. Anyhow, other things that have been completed on this is the blacked out GMC emblem. I replaced the grille on it. I'm really happy with how that turned out. The grille's another Denali style. These are also LED lights that we put in. Just recently got finished installing the new dash cam mount. It actually attaches directly to the rear view mirror. The suction cup wasn't holding. I mean, this thing ain't coming down. Before, if you just gave it a little tug or pushed on it, like when you inject the card, you got to push on it and that twists to the side. That'd be enough pressure to pull the suction cup off, and was the subject of many rants because it fell down, cursing and swearing and. Person that you should talk to. My God. Kill him.
Are you kidding me? You mother sucker. You. God dang it.
Almost tossed the thing out the window. The wood grain on the dash, I think it would look much better if I took all that and got paneling that matched the paneling that's around the vents here and around the radio. So I think it would be a much sleeker look to get rid of the wood paneling, and it would even match what's on the steering wheel. The wood paneling just looks out of place. I mean, it's not terrible, but I think it could look better. The other thing that we've done on this is the cold air intake. That was a pretty simple job. It's really clean. I'm really happy with how that install went. So just listen to this. I'll fire it up and you can hear how it sounds. So the motor that's in here is what, the 5.3? Yeah. So it's a 5.3. That's going to get swapped out for it's going to be a 6.2 supercharged and cammed motor. It's going to put out insane horsepower. We're hoping around 600 horsepower. Yeah, we've seen these before, and it's definitely a Mustang eater with the 6.2 supercharged motor. Maybe we'll race Mad Dog with it. What do you think? Is it going to eat our tread?
That's the plan, yes.
The gearing, that's the rear diff. We also did the front. We swapped out. What was in here before?
342s.
There's 342s in here before, and now these are the 4.2s?
410s.
410s. Yeah, wheels, noses, is stuff. I forget.
My baby. I've learned a lot when it's all you have.
It's got true dual exhaust on there. I'm gonna lower this about 2 inches, and since it's a 4x4, can't lower it too much. I've got a quote for it. It's gonna be about $1,700, but I think it'll look much better with just a couple inches knocked off of it. These side steps were about a $150 eBay purchase. They're actually holding up quite well. They're how many years old? Like 3 years they've been on here?
Like 2 years.
2 years old. I had to pull the both in so they matched, but this one had to be pulled in just a little bit so the conversion would actually clear it. The exhaust guy had to actually modify the brackets, that middle one, so that it would support the middle. So that's the update on the truck. Alright, so we just got done filling up at Quick Trip, and we put exactly 15.057 gallons on E85, as is clearly indicated by the receipt. We also just got done with approximately 2-hour cruise, and my mileage includes the trip to the meetup point where we started our cruise from, and we ended just the next town over, so just a short trip to the gas station. And today we totaled 137.4 miles. So we are going to figure out exactly how many miles per gallon we get with E85. 137.4 miles divided by 15.057. We're at 9.1213 miles per gallon, which isn't bad at all considering we were beating the absolute living shit out of this thing. That's with E85. So granted, it's going to be a little bit less, but it's certainly not rock bottom numbers as some people would claim that you would get. Also, it is proof that the 410 gearing is not going to kill your gas mileage either. I mean, even aggressively driving like that, we're still getting, I would consider that halfway decent gas mileage considering the conditions we were under. Alright, so I just filled up on E85 again. You can see right there how many gallons I got. And we did in town as well as highway driving. And the total amount of miles on my trip since my last fill up was 85 miles. So I went ahead and did the calculations. My mileage was 85 miles according to my trip, and the gallons I just filled up was 9.514, and I came out with approximately 8.9 miles per gallon. Alright guys, here's proof. Cruising at about 75 miles an hour, and we're about 2300 RPM. We're not going up a hill either, so it's just about perfect, right where you want to be. It sure as hell ain't that 3,500 RPM that everyone was claiming.